Good morning. This is Pastor Zach with the Goodland United Methodist Church with your morning devotion for Monday, June 18th. Today I'll be reading from Psalm 9. I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds. I will be glad and exult in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. When my enemies turned back, they stumbled and perished before you. For you have maintained my just cause. You have sat on the throne giving righteous judgment. You have rebuked the nations. You have destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. The enemies have vanished in everlasting ruins. Their cities you have rooted out. The very memory of them has perished. But the Lord sits enthroned forever. He has established his throne for judgment. He judges the world with righteousness. He judges the people with equity. The Lord is a stronghold for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. And those who know your name put their trust in you, for you, O Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. Sing praises to the Lord who dwells in Zion. Declare his deeds among the peoples. For he who avenges blood is mindful of them. He does not forget the cry of the afflicted. Be gracious to me, O Lord. See what I suffer from those who hate me. You are the one who lifts me up from the gates of death, so that I may recount all your praises, and in the gates of daughter Zion rejoice in your deliverance. The nations have sunk in the pit that they have made. In the net that they hid has their own foot been caught. The Lord has made himself known. He has executed judgment. The wicked are snared in the work of their own hands. The wicked shall depart to Sheol, and the nations that forgot God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten, nor the hope of the poor perish forever. Rise up, O Lord. Do not let mortals prevail. Let the nations be judged before you. Put them in fear, O Lord. Let the nations know that they are only human. This psalm is one that hits on so many different cylinders. It reminds us of who's in charge. It reminds us that God is with those who are oppressed and in times of trouble. It reminds us that God pulls us up from our worst times and in our worst places. It also brings into the fact that nations often make judgments and calls that are not in line with God. That in the end, even great nations are simply human in nature. That God is on the throne. That God is the focus. That God will rise up. That this psalmist calls at the end for the Lord to rise up and not let mortals prevail. Let the nations be judged before him. Put them in fear, O Lord, it says. Let the nations know that they are only human. I think we often think that we're in complete control, whether it be as nations or as people or as individuals or even churches. And we forget that God is the one who's in control, and God is the one to focus on. Not all the other things that go around us, not the control that we feel we need to exert. But the only control we have is in God, and God has that control. Have a blessed day.